Yo, what's going on, guys? Look at that drop list. We actually found something last week. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and today we're gonna have the repeat. I want to play the paladin, but I think I need to swap off a bunch of this stuff. What's going on, Jay Bakes? Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. I am not excited to go back to work tomorrow. So hopefully the D2 RNG can keep me in a good mood as I slowly succumb to the depression of the work week beginning. Probably. I'll be all right. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna move most of this. All the MF. We're gonna do some chaos tonight. We're gonna do some pits because we haven't done pits in a really long time. And some cows if we don't get lucky. Yo, what's up, Ben? Look at you, #1. I was wondering if I had top fans enabled on my stream, and I don't think we did until today. Yeah, you guys are all #1 because it just started. What's up, Trace? Very good. That's pretty cool. I was looking for a way to turn it on because I was in somebody else's stream, and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But I guess it's, from what I read, it's something that existed before and they took it away, and now they're slowly rolling it out again. J Bakes is #1 on your screen. You're both #1 on my screen, and for some reason Trace is #2. There can only be one. No, that's cool. That's cool. So cool. Okay. How do I always forget that we need a hat? Where did my hat go? I need more than one Shaka with a TP Topaz, but it's so hard. You don't mind being #2 because you're not green? Yeah, that's probably why, Trace. They're like, wait a second, not in the double D? You can't be seen in this way. Fair enough, Ben. I know you care so much about your image. It's honestly, it's a problem. Oh, actually, Trace, I might be able to hook you up right now because it is a new month. Let me see if I can do my gifts right away and see if you get one. I swear it's supposed to give it to people that are watching when the gift comes in, but I'm telling you, I don't think that's how it actually works. I think it's broken. Hold on. What am I doing? Membership gifting. Yes, I have a couple now. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Come on, surely Trace gets it here. There's literally only 5 people watching. And somehow you dodge it again. Do you have gifting turned off, Trace? You honestly might have it turned off, and that might be why you don't get it, because I think it's a setting somewhere. Either way, congrats to everybody else who I'm pretty sure they're not even here, so. Unbelievable. If you happen to find that setting, try to change it up. You've been a member of Sweet Phil's channel for a year and you've never watched a live stream? Yeah, Ben, I have the same thing going on with a Pokemon streamer called That Bald Gamer who just hit 100k subs. And I joined his chat the other day and he's like, Daily Double, look at you. Did you change your name? Because you have the 6-month membership badge and I've never seen you before. And I was like, I don't know. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, brother? Yeah, Trace, I think it is something you can turn on or off. How to accept gifted memberships YouTube. Let's see. You'll need to opt in. So apparently you can, in the live chat, go to the channel's live stream, look for the gift icon or a notification about gifted memberships in the live chat, click on the gift icon or notification and select allow gifts. So let me know if that happens. Yo, what's up, Spooky? Dude, I know I should, but you know what, maybe we'll give it a shot because we haven't touched the Necro in forever. I think he's like level 83 or something disgusting like that. Something super low. Tracer's good at dodging. My main thing is like it shouldn't even be possible. Like you are the only people in the chat. You should be guaranteed to get a gift when I send 5. You know what I mean? Like come on. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, where the hell's this shot go? Is it on him? I don't think so. It's just gone. Okay, it's just gone. Just play the sorceress. We've been playing a lot of the paladin lately, I'll have you know. Ryan. We found the Rune on the paladin. Ryan. But we found nothing today, so let me reset that and just put a random shackle on. Alrighty, we just need some of these. And we're good to go. Bada bing, bada boom. Sweet. When you send a gift to your peasants, you look at your whole domain, not just those in attendance. Wow, J-Bakes. Wow, that is beautiful, honestly. Nah, Ben, I hate it. I hate it. I'm gonna switch to wind in like 2 or 3 levels, I think. What level do you need for this? 65. Oh, we're actually quite a ways off. I don't know why I thought it was 55. But I'm switching soon. The Fury, like, it's fun, but it's so slow. And I'm just eager to get the Barb going, which is maybe not the best mentality, but alright. Terror Zone. Let's do Chaos first, and then we'll do Pizza. To be honest with you though, like, I'm not in love with wind either, but at least with wind I can use the Enigma. My main thing was like, ooh, I'm not going to be able to teleport when I'm in werewolf form, which is yeah, the wolf build is I think there's a reason it's probably one of my poorest performing videos of the whole Druid walkthroughs, because it's everyone knows it's very slow paced. It's fun, it's cool. I think I definitely want to try doing Ubers with it, but that's about it. Not much else. I'm glad I tried it though. I'm glad I got to experience it a little bit. Try a caster summon build? We could definitely go full summons. I just, as long as I can teleport, I'll be happy. Yeah. Yeah, the melee builds in general. I mean, I don't even mind. We have the items. I hate how single target it is. But in that video, I was talking about how cool it would be if there was some kind of item that would give you like a chance to cast Corpse Explosion on kill. Oh, that'd be such a cool way of... Because I was trying to think of ways of like incorporating splash without just being like, oh yeah, there's splash now. Corpse Explosion on kill or on strike or something seemed like a fun way of achieving that. But yeah, hopefully we can find something cool tonight. I'm gonna be honest, I am very eager to get into the hardcore grail, but probably just because I'm so tired of being so close to the finish line on this one. And I say that every time I get back on these characters, I'm like, oh my god, we're so close, but oh my god, no we're not. It's probably going to be so long before we're done. So long. Yeah, I guess I could do the static. Static would be pretty cool. I think I actually read about that. I don't know. I think I'm just not a big fan of Druid. Genuinely, I think I'm just trying to find the easiest way to get onto the Barb. I really want to do Trav. Like that's the main goal, right? I just want to do some Trav runs. I think it'd be really fun. High potential. I saw a couple people post on Reddit this week that they got Jar runes and Zod runes and shit from Trav. So I'm just, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it is Schaefer's, isn't Schaefer's like super high? Like, wouldn't... Is that Mace? Yeah, 20% chance, but it's level 79. Like, I'm gonna be maybe at the very end of the run by the time I can use this. So 20% chance to cast level 10 is honestly pretty sweet. And it's not a terrible item, especially because this would look a lot better on somebody that's level 79. It's pretty cool, but doesn't really help me. It's a cool thought though. Playing Wolf Druid is like playing Vengeance Pally. Ryan, I'm glad you're finding ways of picking on yourself so I don't have to do it for you. We'll never forget. And neither will you. You've been running trap for 2 weeks, you got 1 Vex. Yeah, but I turned off the Australian luck last week, so that's probably why. You know? The luck is on the NA servers now. So I have a much better chance than you. Problem is, by the time I'm actually ready for it, who knows when that'll be. I was planning on getting a lot done this week, and I just got busy, as always. Busy doing nothing. Hanging out with the wife, and we went to a cottage the last few days. So I just really didn't have time to play games. And listen, if it was up to me, I would have spent the whole 7 days just playing Diablo. But priorities, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I've never done trap before, so maybe I'll get like some beginner's luck or something. Maybe, please. Sounds like someone needs a gaming laptop. I brought the Steam Deck with me, but the cottage has no Wi-Fi, brother. Actually, not that I need Wi-Fi for single-player Diablo 2. Not much of an excuse. But I'm not about to record videos while I'm at my wife's friend's cottage. Hang on, guys, gotta record an episode real quick. Just hear me talking to myself for 45 minutes. But I did play The Witcher. I was playing The Witcher 3 before bed. That was a ton of fun. Can you run D2 on a Steam Deck? Yeah, I think you probably could. But I am like 100% against playing any Diablo game with a controller. I just flat out refuse to do it. I played Diablo 3 couch co-op with a buddy of mine on the Switch. Like, God, this is probably like 4 years ago, something crazy like that. It was okay, but I'm actually playing ladder. Shit. I wasn't supposed to tell you guys, damn it. This whole time I started ladder without you, been playing ladder without you, and I'm rich. Yeah, the Steam Deck can run Witcher 3. It's not, you know, the graphics, they're not bad, but I compare them to, you know, at home on the PC. Obviously, it's a lot different, but it's definitely good enough that when I'm playing and I'm immersed, I don't notice it at all. It's just a fun play. Get some Gwent going, do some side quests. Yeah. Yeah, the Steam Deck is pretty crazy, honestly. I don't know how they do it, because it really is not like a super powerful machine. But I think The Witcher is just really well optimized these days. And I tried out ray tracing because I forgot that I had an NVIDIA graphics card. Because I've had AMD for so long. So I turned ray tracing on my PC at home here. And it's okay. It's nothing crazy. I think the graphics are just so good. Like the lighting is already really good even without ray tracing. The water's quite nice though. Yeah, I was reading The Witcher as well. I went like full Witcher mode this weekend. Reading the books, which is cool because I was reading the books and I was learning like backstories about how Geralt met some characters that I was meeting in game. And in the game, because it's The Witcher 3, he's kind of going around like, oh hey, it's Dudu, let's see if Dudu's here and blah 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 blah. I'm like, who the hell's Dudu? I don't know who Dudu is. But then I'm reading the book and we're meeting him for the first time, and it's so cool. Yeah, it's Ryzen. It's Ryzen. I don't know any, like, I don't know any more about the specs at all. Couldn't tell you, but I know it's AMD. We've gotten to a point where portable gaming feels sci-fi to you. Being able to play Elden Ring is portable is peak. It's definitely crazy. It really is. I still think for a lot of them, I don't know, something about it feels off for me. Like Baldur's Gate on the Steam Deck feels like weird. What else have I tried to play? Like I said, Diablo stuff, like I just wouldn't play it portable. But stuff like Elden Ring and turn-based games and stuff like that, it's definitely a high-level scientific luxury that we get to do this stuff. You're not wrong about that. Yeah, I don't know, Trace. I don't know. Does D2R work in the Steam Deck? I've seen people play it before, but I've never played it myself. Dota Enjoyer. I've never tried it myself. I just can't get into the idea of using a controller. But I know people have done it. Because you can get the... I've played World of Warcraft on the Steam Deck. You can get the Blizzard launcher and you can install Blizzard games and play them. Yeah, Jay, I'm pumped for Witcher 4. I haven't even come close to finishing The Witcher 3, which is why I was slowly working on trying to get through it again this weekend. But I'm sure I have lots of time. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. That is true, Ben. Good call out on the North Korea. Yeah. Yeah, I think pretty straightforward. Maybe like players 1 cow runs. Yeah, probably pretty easy. With any sort of character that just uses like 1 ability, maybe 2. But then again, I know a lot of people play like only with controller. Like they play on Switch, like Spookster plays on Switch, I think. And they have a good time with it, so I'm sure you can get used to it. I think for people who have been playing on keyboard and mouse for 20 years, probably a little bit harder. But it's cool to have the option, right? And I mean, with the Steam Deck, you could hook up a keyboard and mouse. Because it's basically just a mini computer, so if you really want to go the extra mile, you can do it. Come on, Ghosties. What do you got for me? It's been a whole week. Yeah, I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm jealous of the fact that controller players can pick things up into their inventory. When it's full, it just goes straight into the cube automatically. That is amazing. We should have that. I'm super jealous of that. I'm not jealous, however, of just general inventory management and that sort of thing. I'm also not sure about... Just like playing on a smaller screen would always bug me. Like if you're playing on the Switch or the Steam Deck. I'm a big screen kind of guy. Get a hand out. Yeah, Rhyme. Yeah, it depends on where you're at, right? Like, if you can get a work from home thing going on, then you, I think you're better off building a new PC, right? But if not, some kind of handheld might not be a bad option. They can also drink pot straight out of the inventory. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, so there's definitely some pros. Wow, that's a whole lot of nothing. Nova Source could work, yeah, for sure. Anything that's just like low effort AoE. Yep. Yeah, just don't try to play like Mosaic. I feel like Mosaic could be a pain. Honestly, like I said, once you get used to it, I'm sure anything would be doable. I just don't feel like putting in the effort to to get used to something new. The option's not even there for you, Trace. Oh no. I don't know what it is. Could be like some other junk, like needing to verify your YouTube account, or I honestly don't know. But yeah, I have a feeling that you're never gonna get a gift, unfortunately, which is so sad, because you are one of the OG loyal viewers, and I wish I could hand it to you. But had an interview on Thursday, Ryan. Very nice. What kind of job? Same thing, or are you trying to switch it up at all, or just do what you know? Mosaic FPS. Yeah, don't enjoy that. That's a pretty fair point. Completely aside from being able to play it, will it crash the game? Yeah, of course, Trace, of course. We've been trying for months, man. We've been trying for months. Too old to switch it up? Fair. That's fair, Ryan. Yep. Sounds about right. Nah, good luck, man. Hope it ends up being a good opportunity. I'm glad you found something so quickly, by the way. That's impressive. You never know with that kind of stuff, how long it might take. Come on, this seal is so hard to trigger sometimes. You gotta come at it from like a very specific angle. It's so weird. And he'll continue to use it, Ben. If it's worked for that long, why stop now? Same thing last time you lost your job during COVID. Yeah, I remember you saying that. You had 8 weeks severance and found a job in 2 weeks. Hey, man. See, that's what I'm saying. That kind of thing can make you thankful that they made the decision they made. Free money. Yahoo! More than double for 6 weeks. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. That sounds fantastic. Then use all that money to buy yourself a new computer. Paid off half your wife's new car. Okay, that's another good use. Yep. Especially with the interest rates on those things, man. Yeah, my wife's car is almost paid off October. But we got 0% on it, so it'll be nice not to have the payment, but we weren't in a rush. Always good to get rid of a monthly payment though, man. Like, we won't be buying another car until we like desperately need to. Especially with how little we drive. Definitely nice to have a reliable vehicle for when we're going like far away though. Like this weekend when we went up to the cottage, 2.5 hour drive, we definitely don't want to be worried. They also bought you a computer for job search purposes? Why does that sound an awfully lot like you just took one of their computers home, Ryan? With the 2060, not bad. I feel like even that would run The Witcher these days. Don't need too much. They bought you a brand new one. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Well, Trace, you got a new computer too? Nice. What are the specs? I didn't know you were getting one. I'm sorry if you mentioned it. I must have forgotten. New computer is always super exciting. Super exciting. I remember how excited I was to get my graphics card that I really didn't even need. But Now I have it and nobody can take it away. So you're playing everything on mine? Nice. Yeah, 2060s. I mean, obviously these days it's not top of the line or anything, but I feel like it'll run most things. MSI Leopard. I'm pretty sure I had an MSI gaming laptop before. You need a new computer, Ben? No, 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 no. No computer for you, man. You chose the house. That's it. You had one thing. Now you get nothing new for the next 20 years because you chose the house. Snotvex, you bastard. $50.70, more than enough though, Trace. I feel like the $50.70 is a very good balance between performance and price, because you know the prices are pretty outrageous. I don't really see anybody really needing more than that though, right? So that's a good choice, I think. Yeah, Spoots, your desktop's broken. That sucks. That sucks, but I think you're happy with the portable stuff, right? So probably not too disappointed. Unlike me, I would be going crazy if my computer stopped working. Gotta get all the shiny new toys to fill the house. Yeah. I do, Ben. Yeah, believe it or not, I do. That's why I don't have one. Too damn expensive. Too damn expensive. Man, Diablo has dropped nothing of relevance for us in 8 hours of farming. He's a bastard. Yeah, Trace, I would agree with that. I agree with ChatGPT. Oh. No more multiplayer games. No more Fortnite. Oh, Spookster, you poor guy, man. Oh yeah, right. So they were just like integrated graphics type things. Yeah, dedicated graphics. Definitely a step up even with a lower end graphics card. I'm pretty sure ChatGPT uses my stream as their method of learning. Train the AI on me. And yet I don't see a penny. Huh. Funny how that works. Yeah, no, I mean, ChatGPT is probably a pretty good source for that kind of thing. Building a computer and such. Until ChatGPT gets sponsored by Nvidia. Then you're in for a wild ride. Yeah, they use me for a list of things to avoid in D2R. Avoid farming maggot lair. It is useless. ChatGPT knows about a lightning barb. Oh, the unearthed wand, and it's not unique. Why do you tease me? Bastard. Nah, Spookster, I don't know. I was talking to a friend about it this weekend. Oh, you see that new post about new content? Nah, there's no way, man. It's a big tease. We're not getting new content. There's no way. Go on strike until the AI goes away. Then I could go from no income to no income. Yes. It'll be perfect. Nada. Not a thing. Your money's on D3R? Oh my god. Yeah, but Ryan, don't you think it would make them money? That's my thing, is like, don't you think just about everybody would buy a D2R expansion? I would. I'd pay good money for a D2R expansion, even if it was like a lackluster expansion. I'd just be happy to see some new content. That's a fair statement though, Ben. I definitely don't want D4 content in D2, so. It's definitely a risky play. Yeah. You'd buy even just extra splash fish. Yeah, I don't enjoy. I think a lot of people are on that same boat. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play some D4 this week. Hate me for it, I know. But I feel like it's a fun game to play, like, just in small bursts. So I'm gonna give it a chance. I was gonna stream it tonight, but then I decided I kind of like having viewers, so. Spookster, when did you say the new last Epoch season is? Did you say July 21st? Looking forward to that. Thank you, Jay. I'm sometimes smart. Oh, August 21st, Spookster. Oh, okay. Cool. Gives me a little bit more time to mentally prepare. Yeah, Ryan, the lack of interaction's definitely horrible, but to be honest with you, here I am playing a game that is mainly designed for multiplayer and interacting with nobody as well, so I don't really mind it. It doesn't really bother me. Bunch of new Acolyte stuff? Oh, very cool. Yeah, I gotta say, I think the Acolyte was... I mean, I've only ever played the Wraithmancer that one time, but it was so much fun. I think I'm definitely on board for more of that content. I really like how they did the summons in Last Epoch. It's a really, really good design. Being able to control them and being able to kind of... very strictly decide what kind of element the archers will be and that kind of thing was so cool. So much fun. You think the new content will be Diablo Immortal expansion? I honestly wouldn't be surprised. You're probably just messing around, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised. The amount of money that people sank into Diablo Immortal is disgusting. I've never even downloaded it, thank God. Call me a purist. Offline is so peaceful, JBig, so peaceful. Probably play 200 hours of D4 and you only ever play... Yeah, I think that's how D4 was designed, though, to be honest. Like, I think they designed it as a couch co-op type game, right? I had a lot of fun when D4 came out. I bought it with some friends who had never played any Diablo game before, and we had a lot of fun together. We went through the whole story together, and we had a ton of fun. And the story was what, 30-ish hours? I mean, it probably took us longer because they didn't really know what they were doing. It was fun. But once you get to the end and you realize that it's not as much fun at that point, yeah. They gave up on it, and then I was playing alone, and then I gave up on it. The illusion of multiplayer. Yeah, it's almost like instanced. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Guild Wars. I remember when I played Guild Wars for the first time, and I really like Guild Wars. Even Guild Wars 1, very old game, very early MMORPG style game, you know? But when you left the main cities, it was all instanced. So you could never find another player out in the wild. You had to party up, and the parties, I think, were really small, like parties of 4. So it really does just kind of ruin it. Yeah. A lot of people still like that game, don't get me wrong, but yeah. You still want to play Diablo Immortal than D4? Really? You must really like Diablo Immortal. Everybody, Ben's a Diablo Immortal fan. He loves Diablo Immortal. He's got 20k into it. He actually doesn't have a house, and he put all his money into Diablo Immortal. Yeah, that's a good comparison, Spookster. Even when it comes to like those big world bosses or whatever they're called, where you can all like party together and kill them and get like huge loot together, it still doesn't even feel like you're really playing with other players, which is weird because there's so many people there. Yeah, I would agree, Trace. I think World of Warcraft is definitely my favorite MMO experience for sure. Lots of fun. The problem with WoW is that it's either that and nothing else or something else. Like you don't get to play WoW and other games because you're always just feeling like if you're not playing WoW, you're wasting your time. You know what I mean? Like you could be leveling, you could be progressing, and oh my god, I'm choking. All the big WoW streamers are playing old school RuneScape now, though. Very interesting. I wonder how long that'll last. Yo, what's up, Sean? You can't with WoW. It's not the same. Oh, it's definitely not the same. If I was gonna play WoW again today, it'd be WoW Classic, which I've talked about on stream so many times. I would love to do that, love to, but I can't do this and that. Like, there's no way. It's gonna take up my whole life. Oh yeah, Diablo 2 is definitely #1. Absolutely. D1 is a great game as well. I think I'd like D1 over, or sorry, D2 over D1 over D3 over D4. But what can you do? At least we still have this masterpiece. Oh yeah. WoW Ascension? No, I actually don't know what that is at all. Spookster, you ask too much of me. You really do. You know, you're always coming in here with, when am I doing this? When am I doing that? I can barely do the Diablo, okay? Please. I appreciate the faith that you have in me, but it is ill-placed. I can't do it. Yeah, I appreciate that, Ryan. If you guys could like the stream, I'd really appreciate it. Get those likes up. Appreciate you guys for being here, though. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hopefully we get a rune here tonight, because if not, I'm gonna go to bed sad that I didn't find a rune and sad that I have to work tomorrow. It's yeah, double sad. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. When you start WoW, you have a lot to do. At some point, you just have to raid lock. Yeah, that's fair enough. For somebody like me, though, like, it would take like a month of really playing WoW Classic to even just get to level 60, you know? So it truly is a huge investment for me. Have you felt pressured to play a game you don't want to play for the sake of the channel yet? Not really. Not really at all, actually. I feel like for the most part, you guys are like super supportive of whatever, and you guys are always just telling me to just play whatever I want, and you all have like a lot that you want to see, but I wish I had the time for it. Other than the only thing that I will say is the maggot layer. But for the most part, I've wanted to play all these Diablo 2. Ooh, some scarab shell boots. Look at those. Oh, so close. The game just starts at level 60. Well, that's what I'm saying, Trace. Like, I don't like I can't even get there. I've never even been level 16 WoW Classic. I'm so bad. I know, Spookster, you've been my #1 supporter when I was trying to do last Epoch content, but I think you hit the nail on the head when we were talking about it when I last tried to just make videos on it. I don't think that people are really interested in just walkthroughs, unfortunately, but we'll see. I'll definitely do a couple streams when the new season starts for last Epoch. Give it another shot again. Maybe invite some of you guys to play with me so that I can get carried. Because again, last Epoch is similar to all of these ARPGs. Like, it's really about the end game, right? Walkthroughs are boring for you, Sean? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, when you've seen them a million times, right? Amuleta. Yeah, absolutely, Sean. No worries, man. Some people enjoy the slow, quiet progression of a new character, even when they've seen it a million times, and some people only want to see something new and exciting. Yo, what's up, Mr. Guy? Oh man, the 1% MF Grand Charm. You love to see it. Yeah, Spoocher. I mean, that's what I was hoping for with that one. And it was a lot of fun to just kind of take my time and figure out my build for myself. But yeah, I just have so much I want to do. I talk about it every stream. I feel like you guys are probably getting sick of listening to this broken record. There's just so much I want to do, so many games I want to play, so many things I want to do with my time. I just don't have enough to do it all. Every percent counts. Okay, Jay, okay. I know you're a big fan of that, Grand Child. Damn you, Diablo. You never dropped me anything, you bastard. You bastard. How did this end up back in my inventory? I swear I dropped you. Jay, did you put that back in my inventory? What the hell happened there? But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to be trying to convince the wife in upcoming weeks to let me do 3 streams a week instead of 2. And then maybe when we have more time, we can do like 2 Diablo streams and 1 variety stream or something like that. We'll see. Maybe once the weather gets a little bit colder and we have less to do outside of the house, she'll be more keen on the idea. But I know we talked about it before and she said she was open to it. Yeah, it's hard to top the mosaics in, that is for sure. But that's what we're hoping for, some 25th anniversary content, right? A new mosaic build, except for every other class. Jay, you're SOJ farming? Oh my god. 2 rings and 200 runs is really bad, man. What's your MF at? You just got a full inventory of those 1% MF Grand Charms, dude? That's not gonna do it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna need a bit more than that. Yes, Ben, I leave the house when I'm forced to by my wife. Never by my own choice, though. Convince the wife to play games with me. I've tried, you know, I tried to convince her to play Baldur's Gate with me. There's no way that was happening. She likes Mario Party. So we play that together sometimes. Other than that, she just plays Animal Crossing, man. Animal Crossing and Sims. 286% is pretty decent, Jay. Like, I'm surprised if you actually only got 2 rings in 200 runs on player 7. That's kind of crazy, dude. We were getting them, what, every... like, at least every 30 runs. But no. Magic the Gathering, Ryan? No. No. I like the idea of the Final Fantasy cards, but that's it. Mostly just from like a collector position though, not like actually playing them. I've never played card games really. Just collected. Trace, you have to understand, in The Sims, these ladies, okay, they're exploring dark fantasies, and not dark fantasies in the way that you might hope. You know, dark fantasies like marrying a rich, wealthy man and then leaving him in the pool with no way to escape until he drowns and leaves all of your money to them in the will. Yeah, that kind of thing. Or is that just the wife? Is that just my wife that does that? Please tell me it's normal. Yes, Ryan, exactly. Yeah, Spooster, new builds would be insane for a D2R. I mean, obviously you can't have too many, but something new after 20 years would be phenomenal. I really wish they'd just find a way of... Honestly, I don't even need balance. I just need, like, what would you call it? Some kind of potential for every single skill. Just give me some potential. Yeah, Ben, don't worry. We couldn't afford a pool. I got no money, and we could never afford a pool. It's super, super safe. Yeah, melee needs a buff for sure. I mean, it just needs some... I don't know. Something. Splash damage or something. Yeah, that, another Unearthed Wand. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. I was trying to come up with some fun way of splash damage, and I feel like chance to cast... I mean, chance to cast in general is one of the most, I don't know, exciting components of the newer ARPGs like Path of Exile and Last Epoch. They just get me so excited, man. Like, chance to cast is so much fun because you can essentially take any build and have it trigger any other build, and like, come on, how fun is that? And I feel like if you kind of mix that in with melee, it could be a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, getting back to reality, not gonna happen. I don't know if they'll ever do another actual meaningful patch to this game. Let's just be happy we have it. Nothing? Yeah, the attack rating is not great either, Trace. That's a fair point. You guys remember when I was doing the walkthrough with the barbarian trying to do throw? Like, it was just so hard when you have a 40% chance to hit. Like, there's literally nothing you can do. It's so sad. It's so discouraging. I could only imagine as a new player, like if you're just picking up the game and you're like, oh, I want to play a big strong guy who can dual wield. Wow, that's cool. And it just feels so bad. It just feels horrible, you know? Come back here, Ice Flame. Yo, what's up, Kuba? How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully Chaos can give us something, but we got another 15 minutes of this and then we'll switch off. We'll do another map. Getting into the last quarter. Come through. Give me something good. Player jungle. No way, man. No way, Jose. Yeah, SSF Barb is pretty bad. The singer was the only thing that brought that back. Absolutely. Like, once we started singing and I was dual wielding Spirit, everything felt all right again. But until then, oh my god, I honestly just wanted to quit. Like, if I wasn't streaming it, 100% I would have just given up by like level 20. By level 20 to 30, I would have just been like, nah, this is enough. This is slow and boring. I feel weak. Frenzy is cool. I do enjoy Frenzy. It makes you very speedy, and that's a good experience. But wears off real quick. Turn my fan on. It is hot as hell. My god, it's so hot outside. It's like the hottest day of the summer today, I think. Woo. I feel like casters have too many perks and melee has too many flaws. Yeah, I mean, listen, as soon as you realize, and of course you guys taught me this, but as soon as you realize that the barbarian has the same faster cast rate breakpoints as the sorceress, you realize that there's definitely a heavy favor for casters in this game. Like, that never made any sense to me at all. Like, it's cool. I think it's fun that the barbarian can sing very, very quickly. Cool. Nice. But at the same time, like, it's favoritism. The barb can work fast, yeah. Put down those grim words real quick. Yeah, it's a rough reality. You love the frenzy bar? I love frenzy. I think it's so much fun, and you just like zooming around. The problem is when you compare it to the alternatives, it just feels weak. Too weak. Like, listen, not everything has to be overpowered. That's not at all what I'm saying here. I just wish it felt a bit more viable. Teleport and Hork real fast? Yeah, the teleport, definitely. Definitely. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna have a good time on the barb. We're gonna make him work for us. When we level him up, we'll do some trap. True hardcore, definitely a small advantage, Kuba. Definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Trace. When you compare it to the rest of the barb stuff, yeah, sure. But the barb is just kind of weak in general. Definitely has its perks, you know, like Kuba's saying, definitely tanky. Natural resistance is nice. You know, the stun from Warcry, really nice. But, you know, do I think it's better than hammers? No. Do I think it's better than Mosaic? Or like pretty much any sorceress ability? Or yeah. Now, find item I think is kind of like the saving grace for the barb though, right? It definitely makes it worth using for farming purposes, like 100%. And again, like, I think a lot of these, you have to remember, a lot of these builds were I think when Blizzard was going through them, they were thinking, oh, this would be really good alongside other characters and other builds, right? Like they were imagining this game mostly as a multiplayer game with some single player viability. That's the way that I see it, right? So the Barbarian having Battle Orders and Battle Cry, which affects every single one in the party, and then having the fine item. Well, maybe he doesn't really need to do the most damage, right? Maybe he can just be a support character. Fair enough. Wow, look at that. That's just beautiful. You know, when you spend all that time doing Chaos Sanctuary and it's terrorized and it's player 7 and you have like 400% MF, this is like, what more could you want to see? Wow. I love this game. This is a great game. Greetings. Nah, Spooter, honestly, dude, I think I'm just gonna... If I'm gonna do pits next, but I think I'm just gonna do the pally, man. I can't imagine doing the necro. It's just gonna be so weak. We're in the end game here. I can't afford to be doing players 3 pits slower than I could do than players 7 with a paladin. That's true. That's true, Ryan. When they were developing this game, I was sucking milk out of a bottle. And I was still completely aware of what they were thinking. Isn't that kind of crazy? Puts me in the genius category, I'd say. I was born this way. All seeing, all knowing. But not destined to get drops. You hope I start Necro on the whole arc on the Grail. Honestly, wouldn't be a bad start. Whoa. That was close. Yeah, it really wouldn't be the worst start. But we'll have to see. It's going to be randomized 100%. So it's going to be luck of the draw. I think Spookster would cry a tear of joy if that happened. I know, Ryan, but it's the hope that gets me. It's the hope that tricks me. Even though I know I'm not going to get anything, I have hope, which is... Oh, truly makes me a fool.
Not even death can save you from me.
But I feel like, yeah, Necro's not bad, especially when you're doing players 1. Corpse Explosion is pretty sweet. Oh, look at that. Nothing really too good. But it's nice to finally get a bunch of uniques instead of blue items. Could have been an unearthed wand, but you know. Be happy with what you get. That's what they always say. Look at all these ghosties. So much potential for high runes. Every time I see them, I think there's a chance, you know? There's a chance we get 3 or 4 Zod runes right now. Snothorn. Yeah, hopefully we get better luck at the pits. Where did we find that Rune last week, guys? Do you remember? Was it cows or was it here? I do not remember. Cows? Yeah. Maybe that's where we should be. The Chaos Sanctuary still just is not put out for me. Oh well. That's why I'm in Maggot Lair. Oh, it was all in the Maggot Lair. Oh, yes. Yes. See, I just try to block out the Maggot Lair. And this is what it gets me. We're getting all the good times. Sure. Grave one, no. None of these, none of the monsters are really dropping anything at all. You know, you gotta wonder. Is there some kind of conspiracy against me? Like what? What's going on here? Buncha nothing. All right, let's do some pits, man. We haven't done pits in a very long time. Very long time. And the last time we did pits, I accidentally did players 1. Which is embarrassing. Okay. There's potential. There's potential in the pits. I know a lot of people that have found some really good stuff in the pits. I mean, back in LOD, I think the pits was where I found my very first wind force. So you gotta have faith. There's 7, okay. Terrorized. Making sure. Faith and Jaw. At this point, I need Zod, though. Please just drop me a Zod. Put me out of my misery. Damn, they're melting. Wow. Maybe the Poison Echo could do this after all. Good old Act 1 areas, you know? They're just a little bit weaker than everything else. Even though they're level 96. Pretty relaxing map to farm. I remember when we tried it the first time, I was so demotivated because we had just come from doing Terrazone Andy. So compared to Terrazone Andy, it felt like this was the worst map in the world. But these days, comparing it to Chaos and Cows, where we don't really get much else, it feels about the same. You gonna start Detour over with your new computer? Did you ever, how far did you get when you were doing your Trav only Holy Grail? You pretty much just given up on that by now? It's a fun idea, but I don't know. After a while, like, you can only do so much of one map, right? Even Terra Zone Andy, which is just like flooding me with decent items. Eventually you get kind of sick of it. Exhausting? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Sounds about right. As awesome as Find Item is, you kind of want to switch it up sometimes. That'd be cool. When are you supposed to be getting your new computer? Did you order the parts, or you're ordering it already built for you, or what? I always build my own computers. It's been a long time since I've had a pre-built. Probably only my very first computer that my parents bought me was a pre-built. You order the parts and you build it together with your brother. Very cool. Yeah, definitely a rewarding experience to build your own computer. Until you try to turn it on and it won't turn on. Then the rewarding part is not so good anymore. And then you fix it and the rewarding part comes right back. Nice, everything worked first try. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's really not as complicated as people think it could be. As long as you have like a very basic understanding and you can watch a YouTube video, you're probably good to go. Lots of gold coming out of these guys. Not too shabby. Sometimes it's hard to tell, like, who's a boss pack and who's not, like a champion pack. I don't want to skip them, but... I wish it glowed or something. Like, obviously they're different colors. I like it best when they have an aura like that. Very easy to tell. Yeah, Jay, there's definitely some parts like that, like locking in the CPU. Sometimes it feels like you have to put way too much force to lock that thing down. And you're like, am I actively destroying my computer right now? Even sometimes just seating the RAM is like, did I just crack my RAM? No. That's the way it is for some reason. Ooh, like guns. Level 1 lightning strike. Like who? Blizzard, we gotta sit down and talk about these charges that you put on these items. Who is using level 1 lightning strike? Why the RAM got a crunch like that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Why is it got a crunch like that? And why does it have to be so weird? You gotta separate them and put them one gapped between the other. Look, dude, make this easier, please. Okay, charms. The charms are dropping. Guys, I feel like our odds of getting the Unearthed Wand here, I feel like they're high. I really feel like they're high. Why do you get flashbacks of the removal of your wisdom teeth? Trace, it's so funny you say that. I was talking to my wife about that a few days ago, and I know exactly what you're feeling. Because the crunching, oh my god. Ugh. Horrible. You boosted your MF to 303. J-Bakes, I truly hope you get an SOJ. I know how frustrating that grind can be. Especially when it's your first one. Because it's such a huge milestone. Assuming you're going to turn it into a beautiful, sweet Annie. Hey. Thank you so much. Just put it down because it's probably hot. Thank you. The wife has brought me a coffee, thank goodness. We were at the cottage for 2 nights from Thursday to Saturday, and I slept so poorly. I had 0 sleep, and then all day all my friends wanted to like basically party, and so I am running on like fumes right now, guys. I'm so tired, but the wife saves the day with a coffee. Jay, you just want to fight Uber Diablo? Do you have a paladin, or are you gonna do it with a sorceress? I swear you only had the sorceress right now, didn't you? The first Uber Diablo fight of the account that you make on single player is so much fun though. I remember when I did it, I was scared shitless. I was so terrified that I was gonna die and lose the Annie or the SOJ, and oh my god, it's so terrifying. And then you do it and you're like, oh yeah, this is actually kind of easy. Oh, you do have a paladin. Perfect. Perfect. You'll be fine then. Yeah. Super easy, even with budget gear. Just make sure you don't forget to change the player's count. You don't want to get to that Uber D and be like, why is he... Hold on a second. Oh no, it's players 8. Yeah, exactly. Once you get some open wounds or some prevent monster heal, you can pretty much do it with anything. That's true, Jay. That is true. That's the one trick Blizzard didn't want you to know. And somehow you figured it out. You're kind of good at this game, man. You're kind of good at this game. See, like that guy had the little holy shock aura. Beautiful. Because I can tell very quickly that I'm being an idiot by passing him by. That's one good thing about playing characters like, I mean, Mosaic is a good example, or Poison Nova. You get to kill more than you intend to. Like, obviously the hammers have AoE, but I feel like you're pretty much targeting whatever you teleport onto. But when you get to kill everything, there's just that slightly higher chance at a decent drop, you know? You gotta appreciate it. Back on Pluggy, you install the map pack just to see enemies on the map? That's actually not a bad idea. I mean, you already have the map saved anyways. Yeah, I'm sure I've missed a fair number of champion packs just by being way too quick with it, right? No big deal. I'm just too quick with it, you know? I'm too speedy. In a rush all the time. Wonder where Pedro is. Normally we see him around now. What's going on here? Who's sending out these... Who's sending all this lightning out? Did we get him? Where in America? Yeah, that's honestly a fair question as well. Where is he, as in why is he in the stream? And also, where is he, like, which state? You gotta wonder. You gotta wonder every week. What a life, eh? That's gotta be cool. That's gotta be fun. Personally, I prefer being at home. Like I'm definitely not envious, but it's still cool. Guy, you normally kill Uber Diablo with your level 1 charge strike build? What the hell? What kind of business is that? You just like tickling Diablo down? I saw you fanatics. I saw your different color skin. Battle of attrition. Yeah, no prevent monster heal, just straight up. How many hours can I sit here and poke Diablo for? You got it. Honestly, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect people doing stuff differently, alright? Just something special about it. Diablo's known for being ticklish. Yo, what's up, Yak? How you doing, brother? Can you tell me a nightmare story? There was once a low budget boson farming the Arcane Sanctuary, a ghost floating off. No, no, no. I don't want to hear about ghosts dying off the edge of the Arcane Sanctuary. That truly is a nightmare story. Fanaticism on champion packs is always scary. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially in the freaking Chaos Sanctuary, because you get those bastards with fanaticism, and then their brothers are hitting you with amplified damage. It's horrible, dude. Yeah, it's horrible. Have you played Fury lately? Wolf is kind of crazy right now. Yeah, we're doing a playthrough of the Druid right now, but I'm playing it like we're level 53. It's pretty strong. Don't get me wrong. But it's pretty slow. Like, I feel it could be good for Uber Diablo, but not for, like, just general farming or progression. We were talking about this earlier. I think Melee's just in a pretty bad state, of course, in Diablo 2. All the Zod runes dropped into the abyss, never to be found. It's my greatest fear, dude. It's my greatest fear. That's why, honestly, I would love to farm Arcane for high runes. I really would. There's so many ghosts, right? But, I don't know. I just have a feeling that my Zod runes are falling into the abyss, straight into, I don't know, some other guy's pockets or something. It hurts me. It damages my soul. So I just avoid it. I mean, even in the Chaos Sanctuary, I get a little bit nervous when those little flyers are flying over the river, you know, the lava. It's like, no, how about no? How about you come to Papa? Truly though, like, could it really be that difficult to just kind of write a line of code to say that if the items drop into nothingness, they pop over a little bit? Like, just pop over, you know? Just pop. Yo, what's up, Christoph? Good evening, brother. Hope you're doing well. That's what I'm saying, Jay. Listen, Zod runes aren't even that rare. The problem is they keep falling over the edge. Zod runes dropping are not rare. Players seeing Zod runes dropping, very rare. And there's a reason for that, okay? Yeah, honestly, it's a good point about the hustle armor. I forgot. Somebody left a comment about that last video, and I forgot to make one. Honestly, though, I'm probably just going to swap over to Wind and do the rest of the playthrough with Wind. I don't necessarily plan on using the Druid. I just need to level him for the sake of account progression and then get the Barb going. Oh, no! The third Unearthed Wand of the day, dropping with sockets. Oh, guys, the game is teasing the hell out of me today. 3 Unearthed Wands. Not even magical or higher, man. What the hell? Did you know you could technically get every item in one game? I mean, yeah, technically. Technically. Not the kind of thing I want to ever hold my breath on, though. Whole lot of nothing. I don't mind this too much though. Spitz is nice. We haven't been here in a really long time. I'm enjoying it. We only need a couple of things, so you know, even if it was dropping other random items, our lives wouldn't be really much better, so. You only ever saw one Zod rune in your life. Wow. And another guy was quicker than you. Yeah, I've never seen... I think I found a Cham rune in a cow run one time in LOD. I think. But, yeah, never a Zod. So when we do find the Zod rune, which I really hope we do, like I said, I will cube up to it if it just so happens that we end up in a position to be able to do so. I will. But I truly hope that we find it on the floor. I think that would be epic. But if we don't, then I will probably make the Hardcore Grail require it to drop. The Hardcore Grail, I'm going to be honest, guys, the way that I'm kind of picturing it in my head, it's going to be years to finish that one. And that's fine. But it's going to be truly challenging. You know, Thak has the ability to spawn an infinite amount of monsters, like 1 every 5 seconds, though drop items can be horked. Interesting. I didn't know that that actually worked that way, Trace. I thought that every summon in the game was kind of locked to the fact that it can't drop anything new or give experience. Interesting. Highest rune you ever found is a Cham. And you know what? Cham is a good rune, but it's not necessarily a useful rune. So it's very bittersweet to find Cham rune. These days, I think it's decent. A little bit more use when they release Metamorphosis. And I mean, online, it has a little bit more of a use for the cannot be frozen. I think in PvP, that's a pretty decent use. But yeah, that's really interesting, Trace. I can't believe that. I had no idea. Need Cham for Metamorphosis Helm right now? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When we find a Cham, I do hope to use it for Metamorphosis. Because I think it'd be cool to try out that build. I feel like it's kind of the mosaic of the Shapeshifter build, so kind of cool. Obviously not going to be as strong, but you have a 3 Fury, 15% ED Alpha Helm Welling. That is a really good base. Wow, good for you. That's crazy. You tested it for an hour, Trace? That's... So it actually is 100% possible. You've even tested it. Wow. Sometimes we talk about stuff and we only know the theory, but you've actually tested so much, which is awesome. Oh, you don't want the Ravenfrost to shatter the corpses? Dota Enjoyer, I've never ever even thought about that. That is such a good point. Yeah, because you're actually going to take advantage of that cold damage that comes with the Ravenfrost. You don't want that. Interesting. So I guess your only other option if you didn't have a Cham rune would be like Kira's. I don't know. I'm sure there's other cannot be frozen items, but I just don't know them. Trang Belt. Okay, Trang Belt. Yeah. That makes sense. Very interesting. Wow. Yeah, I guess we're gonna be doing that then, because I'm not gonna have a Cham rune available. That's for sure. Very cool. So this is why I love having you guys around to tell me all this really interesting stuff. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be my job, but I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna leave those on the ground, guys. I'm so sick of unique grand charms. I'm done with them.
Yes.
Oh, Death Sash, yeah, true. You just eat the cold debuff like a man. J Bakes. The most hardcore, softcore player we have. Love that. Oh yeah, Rune Master too, eh? Lots of options. I never pay attention to mods like that because again, I don't play anything where like cannot be frozen is really the most necessary thing. Yeah, if your attack speed is high enough, being frozen is not really a big deal, right? So all you gotta do is get your attack speed as high as possible, and then just eat the cold debuff. It's easy. Ooh, come on. No skill on that. 44 life. Holy Freeze is the worst. Holy Freeze should not penetrate, cannot be frozen. It doesn't make any sense. I hate it so much. Frustrates me beyond belief when I get to Duriel and I have, oh yeah, it cannot be frozen, and then you just get completely destroyed. Like, yeah. Whoever decided that is a menace. I mean, I guess I kind of get it because, like, otherwise the aura kind of is just useless. It's just a little bit of cold damage, but no, just let it happen, man. Melee characters are already going through it, okay? Don't make their lives even harder. Ooh, a ring. You can never be mad about a rare ring until you identify it and realize it's nothing. Yikes. Yep, 99.9% of the time. But they still get me excited. There's something special about that. Ooh, 71. Jesus, what a super chest. And even those are bad. Yep. Pretty much. Yeah, rare jewelry be like that. I mean, rare amulets are a little bit better because you can get skills on them, so they look a little bit nicer than they actually are, but it's still fake. It's still fake. Come on, Bonehead. Oh, Doomhead. Same thing. Yeah, and that's like the third Sack Room shield that's dropped, which is pretty insane. Those are pretty high level bases. Hey, you can't complain about Frostburns, J-Bakes. Maybe that's why you're not getting the item you want. You're complaining too much. Have you learned nothing from me? Look how much I complain and I get nothing. Do you think it's working out? Oh yeah, Dota Enjoyer. I think that blue amulets are probably the most slept on blue item in the game. Like there's a lot of potential for blue amulets, especially early on your own character or on an early ladder. Oh yeah. Yeah, Frostburns are great on any new caster character, and especially on any sorceress. Mana problems are real, especially like before you get an insight, before you get a call to arms, mana can feel like a huge drag. I'm assuming you're saying hardcore because you're maybe going energy shield. For me, energy shield would be the opposite of safe on hardcore because I always forget to turn it on. So I'd just be walking around with like 200 life. No energy shield because I forgot it. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Come on, unique unearthed wand. Where are you at, buddy? Where are you at? Some nice relaxing pit runs though. Yeah, I'm a fan of the pits. I'm a fan of the pits. I think it'd be even better with a barb. I feel like this would be another place we could definitely bring a good old fine item to. But it's pretty good with the pally too. I'm still keeping my eyes open for another phase blade so we can make a second grief. Imagine if the pit was swampy. No, no, no. The swampiness is a downgrade. I know, it might be surprising, but regular pits, superior pits. I think the pits is a great place for Singer Barb. Yeah, I could see that too. Yeah. I guess it doesn't necessarily need to be Zerker or Whirlwind or whatever else you might want to do. I think the density is definitely there for the Singer to be good enough. Small little nooks. I know. Pedro's missing a lot, man. He's gonna regret it. He's been busy lately. God damn, that's a lot of Devilkins. A lot. Hit stun barb when. Yeah, the barb, man, it's probably gonna be a little while. But I'll have them. If I have the time, I'd like to get through the Druid this week and then maybe another week for the barb, and then we have all sorts of fun stuff to do with them. Just takes me a while to get through those characters. I'm a slowpoke. I take it easy, you know? I'm not rushing through. Mainly because I'm a noob. It's not really a choice. It's just I stink. Man, these Grand Charms have sucked today. Super bad rolls. Normally we get like a plain skiller at least. What's going on here? Favorite unique or set item? Jeez. I'd say my favorite set item is probably Tal Rasha armor. There's just something about getting a Tal Rasha armor that just feels so... It feels so hefty to me and so valuable. Favorite unique? Probably Iraq. The arachnid mesh belt, something about it when I find it just feels so good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with those answers. It just feels nice, just feels rewarding to get those items, you know? The purple of the lacquered plate and the black of the sash. It's just nice. I love that when the chest opens and it's like 7 times louder than it's supposed to be. I love that. It scares me a little bit, but I still like it. Yeah, Death's Fathom is another good one for sure. And I mean, I would say Death's Web, but I don't even remember what that feels like anymore. It's been so long. Actually, I don't even know if I've ever found a Death's Web, to be honest with you. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever found one. Wow. Damn, that's actually quite sad. Or is it exciting that we're about to find our first one? Oh yeah, Griffs is another really good one. That's a good call out, Dota Enjoyer. That is yeah, finding a good Griffs, finding a bad Griffs is an insane feeling. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. It's hard to choose just one, isn't it? Even just finding a Shaco is a good time. Or I mean, an SOJ is another really fun one to find. Perfect roll ethereal griffs. Sounds like a nightmare. I was terrified when we were on the hunt for our first griffs on this account. I was terrified it would roll ethereal. Terrified. And now we found 3, and none of them were ethereal. I consider that very lucky. Even though it's probably just average luck. It's probably luckier, or I guess unluckier, to get an ethereal one. Pedro, what's going on, man? Coming in with the $10 holla. This guy's lurking in the shadows just watching me go dry, huh? How you doing, brother? Appreciate that. Ethereal Ginther's Rift. Can you... Yeah, Ginther's Rift is a dimensional blade, so it must be able to get ethereal. Yeah, I guess that would be cool because you could up it to a phase blade, eh? Very cool. I love how Pedro is at the top. He's been here the whole time, just pretending that he wasn't here. Is that what I'm to understand from this top fan? The top fans thing is outing you, Pedro. I love that. Pay to win. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Oh, hold on. Is that what it is? Pay to win? Thank you, YouTube. It actually is just pay to win. That's hilarious. These greedy streamers, you know? Unbelievable. Time to start a bidding war. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. The bidding starts at $0, I guess. Just need your time. Charlie Sheen. Hashtag winning. That's hilarious. I genuinely thought that you were just lurking this whole time when I saw that. I was like, wait a second, how do you have like 5 times what people have from being here from the very start? Oh yeah, Trace, that name, I think it's Shillelagh. I just say Shillelagh, but honestly, it's mostly because of watching Christopher Ogg play Baldur's Gate. And it's one of the skills that you can use as a druid. It's the same thing. And I think when you use it, they go Shillelagh. Holy crap, Pedro. 39 degrees in Arkansas? Ugh, dude, it's 32 up here and I was already like really hating that. That is nuts, brother. 42 yesterday in Texas. My goodness. Hope you're staying cool in the truck, brother. My goodness. 1 hour and 40 minutes outshone by $10. And not just outshone, Jay, like completely just swept out. You know what I mean? Like just, it's not even close. That's so sad. It's honestly so sad. That's why I'm smiling so much. Because I hate it. I hate this. Yeah, the top fan thing is, I said it earlier in the stream, I think it's old but new. I think they did it before and they got rid of it and now they're bringing it back. But it was before my time, so to me it's new at least. I'm not 100% sure. But I genuinely thought it was just like time spent type thing, which I think is really cool. Because it's cool to give you guys like the incentive to be here as much as you can and literally avoid spending time with your family and your loved ones just to be here. J Bake celebrating 3 months. The top fan has other workaround. Let's go, brother. Does it? Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't look like you moved, man. Ah, yikes. Comments and super chats and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about comments. Maybe chatting? Because I don't know if it's specific to live streams. I think it's specific to being a part of the stream. Yeah. Who's that? Still cool though. Still cool. Give you guys a little crown. When I saw it, I thought it had something to do with Twitch because the purple reminds me of Twitch. So I thought it was like some kind of like collaboration effort or something. Which made no sense. Don't ask me why. I saw it in some other people's streams. And I was wondering why we didn't have it, but now we do. But you're not wrong, Pedro. I am going dry as the desert right now. Jeez. You read my mind. You read my mind, J-Bix. I was literally typing in other chats like, how can I do this? I'm trying to pin my viewers against each other. How can I make this happen? Please, Mr. Streamer. I'm trying to get Ben to sell his house to earn that #1 spot. Paragold, never heard of her. Make a community charm you have to wear for stream, like -1 MF for every complaint it's dry and +1 skills every time you clear the mega layer. You mean you want me to stop complaining? I don't understand. Stop complaining. Is that like some new language you're coming up with? What does that mean? Nah, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me. All right, let me do the other memberships I have. Get 10 a month. Let's see what happens. Spookshire receives a gift. There you go. Very nice. Happy to see one of the regulars getting gifted. Let's go. Congrats, everybody. You officially earned your double Ds. The next challenge should be no stats, no mercenary, and can only level up in the mega layer except for what's needed to get for Act 2. Pedro, man, why does it feel like you actually, like, you really don't like me? Why? Checo comes in the stream every so often. The other names I'm not super familiar with, but yeah, I don't know how the gifting system works, but yeah, it works, I guess. Yeah, I guess you're the one that has to watch it, aren't you, Pedro? Yeah. When you did the hardcore group play, your mates told you you just have to complain to get drops. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Hey, Spooky, there you go, brother. Congratulations, you get to use the emotes again. Let's go. You got blue double Ds too. You'll love to see it. Love that. Appreciate you guys for being here. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Sunday, and for everybody that's going to work tomorrow, we're in it together, man. I'm just as unhappy to be working tomorrow after having such a beautiful week off. It was good. Mental reset, though. It was really good. But I got a lot of work to do in the upcoming weeks. I'm going to be pretty swamped. And I got a lot of assignments to do for my stupid course. Yeah, Pedro, you got XP. You got so much XP. So much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess you got 50 for every $1 that you super chat or something like that, and then the rest of it you got just for being in the chat. I don't know how it works. Did somebody say swamped, like swampy pits, like crocodiles and necromancers and alligators? Not crocodiles, alligators, right? Am I dishonoring you, Spookster? I'm so sorry, man. Judging by the picture, I think Finance is Dota Enjoyer, because he was the other guy that was here from the very start, chatting a lot and everything. So I'm not sure. It's a very, very wonky system. Yeah, Pedro, you really honestly, like, I think you really hurt J Bake's feelings because he's been here since the start, fighting hard to get as much XP as he could. And you come in here out of nowhere and you blow him out of the park, and now he's crying. And I don't blame him. I don't know if you can. I think if you can, you guys click the little number 2 beside your name and see the leaderboards, Dota Enjoyer? I'm pretty sure you can. But yeah, Pedro, I think Dota Enjoyers, I don't think I've seen you around the stream. Must be first time today unless you changed your name, but yeah. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, the little blue circle. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Or at the top. Yeah, it's not at the top for me. It's always hard because you guys have a different view than I do. Yeah, first time. Well, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate that. And congratulations, number 2. First time here and you're number 2. What? A dream come true. Oh my god, Pedro coming through with another 10 bucks. J Bakes is never catching up now. He's just completely taking you out. Unbelievable. Referee decides. Nope, no foul, no foul. It's honestly so rude that it's a pay to win system. Like, come on, YouTube. Why you gotta be like that? I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. I have to make an apology video for the rest of my viewers. And I think it's like a permanent thing though. I won't say permanent, but it carries over to other streams, so consistency is key. J Bakes, if you're here for the whole stream for the next 30 streams and Pedro doesn't do any more super chats, you might be able to get to second place. How does that sound? Yeah, I'm starting to think this is not the best system. It doesn't? Oh, I thought it did. I thought it did. Because I've seen in other streams, they had some ridiculously high XP. Maybe they were just donating a lot. Do an apology stream for Jay and let it be the only one that watches it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just as clueless as everybody else. Interesting if there's no carryover though. I guess that kind of makes sense. His pockets run deep. Well, I mean, Jay, no, I'm never saying never, you know. I think it's always worth it to see. Like a little fun social experiment, wouldn't you say? I wish that these monsters were part of the top fan crew. Donating a couple high runes to me or something. God damn it, man. Let me know what the pecking order was before I get back. There's no carryover when it first came out. I'm gonna Google it. Top fans, YouTube. Ah, yes, once the stream ends, you lose your badge. You were right, Ryan. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if I like that better or worse than carrying it over. I kind of like the idea of it being like a long-term thing, you know what I mean? But then I wouldn't mind it being like a top 10 and not a top 3. But I guess that makes sense. Or maybe even like weekly or monthly, you know what I mean? Like Kick has a pretty cool thing where it keeps track of the gifted memberships on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So there's like a lot of different leaderboard type things, which I think is cool. But again, that's only for gifted, so that's, you know, it's a lot to ask the viewers to fight over $5 a pop. I like the top chatter thing here, the idea of that, because you could just kind of just be here and you're earning points, which is cool. But Twitch has a cool system for that too, right? They have points like points that you earn just for being in the... See, that would be really fun, because on Twitch there's points you earn just for being here. The more time you spend, the more points you get, and then you can redeem them for different stuff, and I can choose what it is. So I mean, that would be pretty fun if you guys could gather up 1,000 points and then redeem it, and I'm forced to do like 15 maggot layer runs or something like that. That could be fun. Unfortunately, we are limited by the YouTube gods. Swap to Twitch, make it happen. I've tried, Jay. I've tried to do Twitch, but it's so hard to get noticed. Like, I'm sitting at 0 viewers the whole time, and then more often than not, people come in and they're like, oh, hey, they pretend to like the stream for like 5 minutes, and then they ask me to add them on Discord so that I can buy their art because they want to sell me like emoticons and stuff. Super frustrating. So I gave up on it. I used to do multi-stream every single stream. That's why I have the stream elements thing spamming to follow my Twitch. I see, Jay. You just want to scam me too, yes. Yeah, Anthony, you can gamble the channel points too. See, that's fun. Like, I wish I could put up a poll, like, am I going to find a high rune within the next 100 runs or something? Like, that stuff's fun. I always like participating in it when I'm watching, like I watch, like, Cadril on Twitch because he watches some high-level League of Legends stuff, and, yeah. Who has the most time in my stream? I don't know if I can check that. Can I check that? But yeah, maybe next stream, guys. Maybe next stream I will start again doing the dual stream. And then I can just like bug you guys to get over and watch on Twitch as well. Or, you know, one or the other. But if you get on Twitch, then we can do like, I don't know, all that stuff we just talked about with the channel points and stuff. It could be a lot of fun. But I think I need to hit a certain amount of followers or something to activate it. So I don't know. I'll have to look into it more and see if there's any potential there. Need to design a tower for the Warcraft 3 tower defense. So far it's a Hydra that gets up to 10 upgrades for flat damage. Yes, more heads for sure. For sure. I would say like a Hydra, and then you get another head at level 5 and another head at level 10. Oh, for my guess, Ryan? The most time. I mean, at this point, it's got to be between Pedro, you, Ryan. I mean, Jay has been here from start to finish for a lot of streams now. I don't know, though. I really don't. A lot of you guys are here, like, all the time, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys are always here. Well, Ryan, I know who I would have said a couple weeks ago. But not anymore. Ryan just wants you to pick a favorite. That's not how you win favorite. Obviously, money is how you win favorite, which is why it's Pedro. Just kidding. Just kidding. Ryan, see, here's the thing. I cannot comfortably say that you are number one here all the time because you're always leaving for baseball, man. You leave, I cry. How can I put you at number one? Yeah, white diadem for Charcy. Absolutely. Did I keep it? No, I dropped it. Oh, I swear I meant to keep it. I'm too distracted by all this picking favorite stuff. How about this, Ryan? You are my number one hardest working moderator, okay? For now, because I haven't even needed any moderation at all. You break my heart every time there's a game on. Yeah, man, exactly. Update since I missed Wednesday's stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The pits has officially de-terrorized. You got me some stuff in Utah. What does that mean, Pedro? Guys, I'm gonna switch it up to cows for the last hour. How about that? What's Utah known from aside from meth? Okay, I didn't know that they were known for meth, number one. No more baseball till February, Ryan? That's what I like to hear. Hell yeah. Salt. Okay. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out where this is going. You got you a Mormon. Salt flats. Salt. Oh, hold on. Were we talking about this like... Were we talking about salt like 6 months ago or something? I'm trying to remember. When we were talking about barbecuing? Or am I just completely making shit up right now? Salt flat salt. Okay. Okay.
I'll put that to good use.
Nice, Toto Enjoyer. Always good to get in Iraq. Hell yeah. On your way to Andy. You kill things on your way to Andy? I would never. Pedro, what the hell's salt flat salt? You brought it up. Are you making it spicy by just adding salt because you're basic? Okay. I don't know if I said it that way. Yeah, but I remember we were talking about something like that. It was a while ago though. Yeah. Oh, J Bakes takes number 2. How did you jumped up 75 XP, J Bakes? How did you do such a thing? It's salt from the salt flats. Holy shit, Pedro. How did I not guess that? How did I not guess that? You bastard. You went out there on your hands and knees with a spoon. Okay, where the hell am I? Small chumps, here we go. Scraped it up into a bag. I feel like it's... Is it... There must be a better way, Pedro. Surely like a fork or something would have been better. He's shipping me a bag of white powder. Yeah. Salt. Yeah. I mean, I'm not terribly unhappy about this. As long as you assume all liability. Just what I needed, a bag of white powder. In 42-degree weather. Pedro's on his knees, scraping salt. See, guys, this is a true fan. A true loyal viewer would do exactly that. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, cows, come on. Come on, baby. Oh, was that salt, Ryan? I always thought, you know, I've seen videos of that kind of stuff. And I always thought it was snow. I always thought it was ice. You telling me I was misled by the media? No. There's no chance. And we're almost level 94. Let's go. Okay, come on, cows. Come on, come on, come on. We found 0 things in almost 3 hours. Mighty Scepter. The Redeemer. I think we were looking for that for a while, weren't we? A Scourge. Hey, the cows are kicking it off really, really nicely right off the bat. Not a Stormlash, but we still take those. Oh, wow. That's actually a really nice Grand Charm. 1075.40. Wow. We'll hang on to that. Come on, heavy boots. Oh, a Jaw Rune, baby! No way! Oh, baby. Woo! Let's go, dude. Right off the bat, we get hit with a Jaw Rune. And we can actually say that we've dropped it. Holy crap, let's go, man. Finally, the cows. I mean, the cows hit us up last week, too. This is absolutely phenomenal. Woo! Oh, baby. Technically, we could cube up to a Charm Rune now. Yeah, 1 Enigma and 2 streams. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Wow, I think that's the first time I've ever dropped a Jaw Rune. Holy crap, let's go, man. Burr Rune into Jaw Rune. I should have never, ever doubted you, cows. Cube charms don't count. Listen, they counted until now, because now I'm feeling confident. Let's go. We actually got a Jaw Rune drop. That's crazy. Wow. Look at that bad boy. Ooh. No boots though. Yeah, it is a sad reality, but you know what? I think I'll get over it. That's amazing. You got money against that drop. You betting cryptocurrency against my Holy Grail finisher? Yeah, I don't blame you. It's high ticket, baby. Wow. That is amazing.
Hello.
Yeah, really cool Grand Charm though. I'm gonna keep this. I gotta clear out the inventory, the stash. I'll clear that out before the next stream, I promise. I gotta put this on the drops though. Holy crap. Jaw Rune, man, that's amazing. Now the cows go dry for a long time. That's Burr Rune, Jaw Rune off of cows in like an hour and a half. That's crazy. Not to mention the fact that it also dropped a Scourge. Wow. Yeah, Pedro, you missed the Jaw Rune, brother. All because your brother-in-law got stung by 26 bees? What? Oh, wow. Oh, he had a cancerous tumor. Dude, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. That is awful. Yeah, Jaw technically was needed for Grail. The Grail there doesn't track it, Jay. That Grail doesn't necessarily track runes, but... Yes, sir. Ryan celebrating 3 months. Very good, man. Yeah. Hey, dude, I'll go dry all night for a Jaw Rune any day of the week. That is a fair trade in my books. But yeah, Jaw Rune was definitely needed for the Grail. So now we just need Cham, Zod, Heavy Boots, and Unearth Wand, guys. Holy moly. 4 items away. Amazing. Oh, this is so cool, guys, because now that we have a Jaw Rune, I can try to make a Faith. Oh, man. I'm so down to farm with a boson. Yeah, Tylenol's not going to do much for that, dude. That's awful, Pedro. Might have convinced him to give him some Vicodin. Yeah, probably a much better painkiller. Yes. And you can craft a Zod. Yeah, I don't really want to, though. That's the thing. Like, I know I'm getting greedy, but I kind of want them to drop now, you know? Like, I mean, it's possible, right? We'll just be here for another couple months. Is that really such a bad thing, guys? Maybe I'll make a community poll and ask you guys to vote. Should I allow cubing or no cubing? Oh, that's awesome though. Let's go, dude. A Jaw Rune. Yes, we can make a Faith. You can farm so much with a physical boson. I feel like you can farm Chaos pretty nicely, Cows pretty nicely. Maggot Layer, maybe. You let me craft for some Maggot Layer runs. No, it's not a fair trade. Not a fair trade. Declined. I mean, let's see. Let's see. So, right here in this little section, we have a Cham Rune right here, right? Oh man. I think even if we cubed everything we have, I think we don't have a Zod Rune right now. We're close. We're close. We have at least a Cham and a Burr. Because if we did all of these... if we did all of these... One, two, three, four, five. Vex runes. Hold on. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 14 Vex runes, which is 7 Ohm runes. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 13 Ohm runes, which is 6 low runes. And we have 7 low runes, which is 3 Sirs, which is a burr. Yeah. So we basically have Cham and burr right now. I mean, listen, that's pretty close. Like, that's pretty good, you know? And you don't have the gems. Okay, the gems, I'm not really worried about the gems, okay? 47 years. Yeah, the stream's gonna cut to black for a second, and then all of a sudden, there's gonna be a big old Zod rune on the ground. What happened there, huh? I don't know. Sorry, guys. And we get a quick little J mod here. Never mind. No hacks here, no cheats here. Completely legitimate. Never manipulated the time. No mods used. No. 100% legitimate, guys.
I can't carry anymore.
But that's why I want to do the hardcore one, because we're going to do it even more legitimately. It's going to be insane. No stash mod. I feel like I want to do a Diablo 2. It's going to be called Grail of Destruction, where we do the Grail as if it were LOD, but in D2R. So no terror zones, no mods. Actually, I guess the stash mod kind of makes sense, because you would do it with Pluggy, right? So maybe just the stash mod. Oh yeah, Dota Enjoy. That's why I don't play Energy Shield, man. I forget Energy Shield, and I always die. Because you have like 200 HP.
I can't carry anymore.
But yeah, Grail of Destruction. No time manipulation, no terror zones. The only mod that we'll use, I mean, honestly, I might use the loot filter mod just because it gives the beams. You know what I mean? But we'll have to talk about that. I'll complete it. It'll take years. Have you considered doing PD2? Honestly, Jay, I don't know if I can go back to the old graphics. That's the only reason I haven't really tried PD2 yet. If your character dies with an item on them, you lose the item. It's no longer a part of the Grail. You have to fight and find it again if you don't have a duplicate. But the solution to that is easy, Ryan. You just don't die. Like you know, it's super simple. Yeah. See, I feel like that would be like a really high level, challenging, long-term Grail. Like that would be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. But to be honest, it would be the kind of thing that, because to your point, Ryan, you're not wrong. It's going to take forever. But I feel like it would be the kind of thing that we would not necessarily do all in one go. Like we'd be coming back to it, you know what I mean, with a couple challenge runs here and there, a couple different things going on in the works, making new characters and that kind of stuff. And so, you know, because otherwise I feel like, yeah, you might get completely burned out. Obviously I would try to do it as quickly as possible, but it is probably a 2 to 3 year grail at least. Like finding a teammate without terror zones and finding like the Stormlash without terror zones and stuff like that, it's gonna be really, really rough. But I think it's I think it'll be fun. It'll be a fun challenge, something to be proud of, you know. Yeah, Ryan, it would be definitely something like that. But listen, I mean, I might be shooting myself in the foot here, but I'm gonna be doing it sponsor or no sponsor, so I appreciate the thought. But it's the kind of thing that I really do just... I think it's going to be the next thing. Like, I've been thinking about the hardcore one a lot, but... yeah. Yeah. I appreciate the support from you guys. And I'm excited that you're excited, but no sponsor required for that one. It's just going to be a goal that I have. Yeah, the barb would be really good for that stuff for sure. Oh, you plan to do the hardcore one without Terror Zone or just for Sunder Charms? Yeah, see, that's definitely a good point. I think I would probably just play without the Sunder Charms. Like, I really don't mind it too much. I think it would just be about using the characters in areas that they excel in, just like you would in LOD, right? Like doing ancient time, because it gives more value to those zones where you have to farm specific areas where there are no immunes of the type that you don't want to deal with, right? Force me to farm like ancient tunnels and stony tombs and mausoleum and all of those area level 85s that have specific lack of immunities. Oh, I didn't say anything about crack, Bejo. Don't put words and drugs in my mouth. A time played mod? Yeah, Ryan, I definitely want to keep track of the time played. Yeah. I don't know how I could do that accurately. I don't know if there is a good mod for that, or if I'll just have to be very, very cognizant of how much time I put into it, but I'd like to. What build is the best for Mega Lair? No build. No build. The words Mega Lair should be instant ban in this chat, guys. I'm getting real sick of hearing about it. Real sick. Yeah, where is Dim? He's missing it. He's missing the fun. Oh my god, J-Bakes, you are unstoppable, brother. Yeah, you're right. He's probably too busy farming Archeron pits and swampy pits and all sorts of other pits.
Good day.
He's a real pit man. Ooh. Superior crystal sword. We still need a 6-socket crystal sword or two. Always keeping my eyes out, but hell yeah, Ryan. That sounds like a fun little incentive, but I don't even know how we would, you know, come up with a reasonable amount of time. Like how much time reasonably would it take to do something like a Holy Grail without terror zones, you know? Like look at Llama, right? How many hours did he put in? Thousands of hours it must have been, right? But yeah, no, I appreciate the ideas though. I really do. But you know, once we finish this one, we'll be able to kind of get together and talk more about the plans. But we still have a lot left, guys. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just because I got a jaw rune doesn't mean we're a week or two away from the finish line. On the grand scale of things, a jaw rune is nothing. Get out of here with your Zimbabwe dollars, Pedro. We found teammate at Andy. Dota Enjoy. We got it at Terror Zone Andy. I think it was our 4th Sacred Armor. Inferno guy tracks time on his girls. All right, I'll have to maybe look into see what he did. I wish I would have done it for this one. It would be especially interesting to compare, but no worries. Oh, cows. I love you so. You can't even be mad if we find nothing else for the rest of the night. I wish we found it at Meph. I was going hard to get it at Mephisto, you know? I really thought we were going to get it off of that rack and it was going to be the most epic thing ever. But nope. So unlucky. No, it was Andy. It was Andy. We gave up on Mephisto at 1,200 or so runs. Yeah. We got 3 unique sacred armors. 2 from the rack, 1 from Mephisto himself. 200 hours. Wow, that is insanely quick. Jesus. Yeah, my wife told me to stop screaming. Yep. That's right. And I told her she just didn't understand what was going on. It was special. It was very special. You the no way guy. Yeah, I got a comment on that short. I think yesterday or today. The guy was like, "You have to take a shot every time this guy says no way." Yeah. Hopefully next time I'll come up with something better to say than no way over and over. Daily no way double. That's what they'll call me. Honestly, kind of rolls off the tongue. Daily no wave double. That's true. Yeah, that's true. 439 hours, Ryan? Okay, that seems a little bit more doable, yeah. What chart would you start with for the challenge, Dota Enjoyer? I decided I was gonna let a random wheel decide. So when I start that challenge, I'm probably gonna do a stream, and at the start of stream, I'll roll the randomizer live so that nobody can tell me that I did it a bunch of times. And then we'll go from there. And then I'll do it the same way we did this account, which is in order to determine, like, I can't make a new character until I do a torch with that character. And then when we do the torch will determine what the next character is. Because I think that's so much fun. I had a lot of fun letting that be the deciding factor for this account. If you do a wheel, take Paladin and Sorceress off of it. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The wheel decides the character and the chat decides the build. I don't mind that, Jay. I don't mind that. But then knowing you guys, if I end up rolling a Paladin, you're making me go Vengeance, and I might as well just take Paladin off of the wheel. So it's kind of, yeah, I'm not sure I like this. I'm gonna hack the wheel. Ah, you guys know me too well. Always cheating. I'm always cheating. I can't stop for a second. Energy shield. Yeah, is that a build? At least let it be a skill that does damage, Pedro. Like, come on, energy shield, at least just say thunderstorm. You know, please. Energy shield gold build. Oh my god. Enchant, I mean, at least enchant, like, I really, really wouldn't want to, but at least I could do some kind of, like, bow build with enchant. That could actually be kind of cool. Energy shield build. That's just... He played for 8 hours a day from D2R launch. It took him 54 straight days. Dude, that's insane. Yeah, that's crazy, Ryan. You know, it reminds me, I still do want to do a Grail where I do only Terrorized Andy. Make a Sorceress, go straight to Terrorized Andy, and see how long it takes to complete a Grail with just that. Which would technically require me to cheat to make sure that she's terrorized all the time. But yeah, assuming I get Demon Machine, it would be good. You can get enchant on items. Yeah, that's what I want. Level 1 enchant charges. Yeah. You know how much I love skill charges on items. They're so useful. I'll just grab an Act 3 mercenary. That enchant will be good enough. Telekinesis only. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, guys, I didn't just create like one of the longest, hardest running Holy Grail challenges in D2R. No. Keep making it harder for me. Manual gold pickup. Well, I did say as LOD as possible, so technically. Oh god. Normal attack only. Normal attack only, no weapon. You can only put your points into energy. Yeah. Matt's HP to 1 hardcore run. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, you guys have some really, really awful ideas. I just want to say that. You guys have some of the worst ideas I've ever heard. Okay? No, I didn't try a no healing run. Come on, heavy boots. Where are the heavy boots? You guys don't need boots. You haven't played in a month, Pedro? You're too busy, man. You're working too hard, brother. Gonna take a break. Come on, heavy boots. I got 50 bucks on heavy boots coming next. Taking all of Jay's money. Resetting your drive clock when you get to Alabama? What does that mean? What's your drive clock? I'm not a man of the road. I don't know the lingo. Oh, you have to take 34 hours off. Okay. Fantastic. Do it up, man. Good job, cows. You get 70 hours to drive in 7 days. Right, so you're not supposed to drive too much for like safety reasons, right? Which is good. I can appreciate that. Ah, okay. Interesting. It's a whole intricate system for you, man.
Yes?
Heavy boots, eh? Damn. Oh, I think that's the point, isn't it? So that you don't do stuff like that. On the 8th day, you can gain back what you used the first day of the 7 days starting on day 9, plus tomorrow and Tuesday. Okay. Man, you gotta be good at math to be doing your job. Adding up all these days and subtracting all these hours. There will definitely be a stream this Wednesday. I'm not taking any more time off for quite a while. I was actually selling the stream earlier. I'm gonna try to get 3 streams a week starting pretty soon. Get some extra time. I've let you guys down enough. I know. I know. I need to stay committed. This is a relationship. Oh, we're about to hit level 94 here. Hell yeah. Nice. Very, very good. Alright, Vigil. We're gonna get like 6 more jaw runes while you're gone. All the good stuff happens when Pedro leaves. It's just kind of... It's just the way it works, you know? Oh. Damn, we've been getting some nice boots tonight. Like, sure, it's nothing, you know, nothing to keep, but... The rolls are getting better. Yo, what's up, Jojo? Thank you, brother. Yeah, super excited about that. 4 items left on the Grail. We are getting so close. So close. Feels freaking good, dude. That's my first jaw ever. First naturally dropping jaw. Now, cows, I know you might think I'm a little bit greedy, but could we get one more little item? One more? One more to make it a cham? Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. I did the math right now. If we cubed every rune we have enough for 1 cham and a burr. So we're pretty close to that Zod rune. But also somehow so far away at the same time. Yeah. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Gimme. Yeah. I knew the cows would pay off, man. I knew it. Burr rune last week, jaw rune this week. Like, all you had to do was give it some time, you know? Everyone knows cows is the cows. Oh, Jojo, you started playing last Epoch. Good stuff, man. How you enjoying it? What did you start with? Rogue, very good. Yeah. Yeah, I liked, I was going for the Heartseeker build. Level 17. Yeah, it's a little bit slow to start. I mean, so is Diablo 2, right? Kind kind of normal for ARPGs, but once you start getting into the real progression where your skills start getting a little bit crazy, it's a lot of fun. And I actually didn't mind like the story, like the campaign part of Last Epoch. It's pretty decent. I think there's a new season on August 21st, Spookser was saying. So if you need any help, Spookser is definitely the dude to talk to. I think Ben also plays Last Epoch. Has some decent knowledge. You like it more than PoE? It's definitely different. I would say I also like it more than PoE. I try so hard to like PoE, but there's just something about it that doesn't really click with me. Maybe it's a me thing. PoE too confusing. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Last Epoch is definitely a lot more straightforward. I really like in Last Epoch when you die, which I do a lot of, it tells you exactly what you died to, which is really, really nice. Gives you a clear idea of where you need to improve your build. It's a fun game. Definitely a fun game. And it's pretty cheap. It's probably on sale right now, isn't it, for the summer sale? I'll definitely be playing again when the new season starts. But for now, we're hard focused on the Grail, man. Trying to get through it. Your Steam games are all laggy. Interesting. Just your Steam games? I wonder if it could have something to do with like the hard drive they're installed in or something? But do you install your Steam games on a different hard drive? Maybe it's dying? Drivers, yeah. Drivers could be a thing. I don't necessarily know if there's like Steam specific settings you could change that would affect that. Updated all your drivers. Yeah, that's really interesting. Honestly though, Epoch has always been a little bit poorly optimized for me. Like I've always noticed a little bit of less than ideal performance. But it could definitely be your storage.
The Order welcomes you.
Whoa, why you gotta have the Holy Freeze aura, man? Bastard. Tiara. Damn. Not terrible. Nice, Trace. Bejo with the 4 gigs of DDR2. Holy. Counter-Strike source. You would hope. You would hope that's running all right. Yeah, it could totally just be your specs, dude. Like, I mean, like I said, last Epoch definitely runs a little bit less than, you know, perfect on my machine. And I've kind of found the same thing with Path of Exile. Not insanely well optimized. Moo moo. Moo moo moo. Sin screams jaw. Really? How have I never noticed that? Damn. I'm just like, you know, they gave me the jaw rune and now I'm fiending for more, man. I'm itchy, you know, like I need my next hit.
Hello.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's one way of identifying. What happens when you sell an unidentified rain that just happens to be SOJ? Surely it rolls and then triggers declone, right? Surely. That'd be a fun test to do. The tremors show signs of slowing. It's never SOJ. Just turns into a Manal. You'll never know. You'll never know that it was supposed to be an SOJ because it's never supposed to be an SOJ. Oh, finally an ethereal dimensional blade. Not a good roll though. My dream is to find an ethereal dimensional blade or crystal sword that has like pretty decent stats so I can up it to a phase blade. One of my many dreams in Diablo 2, I should say. It'll never come true. But it's fun to dream. Damn, every time the frickin' Thunder Gods cast the level 7 Fist of Heavens, makes me a little bit excited that a beam is coming down and we found a high rune. It's never a high rune. Get me all excited like that. If it's a beam, it'll be Lem. Listen, the lowest it can be is a pole rune, okay? Get out of here with that Lem. Do 20 lower cross runs. Listen, the runes I'm looking for, they can't be found in lower cross, man. We're done with lower cross. You're right, Jay. I could put L runes down there, but why would I ever do that to myself? Come on. Okay, last run, guys. Last run before I gotta take off. We'll do one more cow run, and surely we get last run luck, right? It's never happened before, but surely.
Yes?
Okay, come on, baby. Come on, Sanders Rip Rap. I'm begging for those purple shoes. 20% is not enough, Jay. I will complain even if we complete the whole grail this run. I'll complain. Come on, cows. You didn't give me enough tonight. You think Jaw Rune is enough? Come on, you greedy cows. Is that all it takes, Jay? Alright. Well, surely I'm finding a Zodrune right now then. Like, come on. Come on, Zodrune. Make me rich. Oh, you get Asterios Might. Damn it! Useless blue armor. Come on, cows. Just, come on, there's only like 10 of you left. How am I supposed to get Zodrune now? What? Splint mail. soul? No. Come on, come on, come on. Damn. Oh, that's that, eh? That's that. Well, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Hey, man, you can't be mad about a frickin' jaw rune. We're down to 4 items left on the Grail. We'll be back Wednesday. We'll do some more cows, probably, because, I mean, they're obviously the way to go.
Hello.
And, yeah. So close. Damn it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here, man. I will be back on Wednesday, like I said, and have yourselves a great work week. See you in a few days, dudes. Take it easy.